Hello and welcome to another video on auction e-commerce. Now, in this series, we're covering three main points in these videos. The first point that we're covering is the exact feature that this video is going into. We're going to get into the definition, some of the different variations of this feature, some of the benefits, and then we're going to go right into real world examples. That's going to be the second area we're going to cover here. And we're going to look at some of the different in the wild examples of using this feature in a real website. And then finally, we're going to wrap up by talking about some of the permutations that you may see that may be beneficial for your business. Now, this is going to depend, of course, on your specific scenario, but we want to at least bullet out some potential areas where you might be able to adjust and fine tune this feature. Finally, I want to encourage you to stay tuned till the end of this video. We have some amazing free resources that we put together for you so that you can take advantage of moving into the next steps with your auction e-commerce platform. Okay, with that said, folks, let's dive in. Auction e-commerce system catalog and filtering. This is probably one of the most important aspects of an auction e-commerce platform is the ability for relatively new users or just users in general to be able to find things intuitively. Whenever you're talking about a catalog system, you really want it to follow industry standards so that a new user and an existing user, they don't have any friction relative to what they're used to. One of the biggest industry standards is Amazon. You have a lot of other platforms that are similar. But whenever it comes to a catalog system, you generally want to match these giants in the industry so that you're doing something very similar. eBay is another one, for example, and the list goes on. But ultimately, we want them to be able to find things very quickly and see what they've applied as their filters, and then give them a list of categories, subcategories, sellers, seller ratings, bid prices, bid status, and then ultimately be able to see a view that they can sort, and depending on the attributes and the details of your different your different auction types, be able to filter based on very granular criteria related to the subcategory of the item type that you're looking at. For example, if somebody is searching for a discounted RAM that is a used RAM for a computer, that would be a very different filter than if they're looking for a house or maybe they're looking for a used car part. They're going to have different criteria or attributes that relate to their specific functionality that are very important in defining for that specific subcategory of item. So we're going to want to be able to dynamically adjust that here and allow you as the auction administrator or someone from your team to be able to select that. It's also really helpful if you have the ability to use a feedback loop based on analytics and tracking to be able to dynamically prioritize what's showing up in these lists of filters. So do you have the ability to do that so you're creating a feedback loop? The other thing that's really helpful for the catalog system in general is being able to promote or prioritize top performers, high customer sat sellers that are really focusing on customer satisfaction, really high quality listings that meet certain criteria, and generally making sure that you're tracking how long and how successful someone who searches and finds something, how long are they dwelling on the product details or the auction details page for, and do they actually complete the process of bidding and then actually purchasing something based on their initial search result. If you're not getting a feedback loop on your catalog, you may not be optimizing your user's experience. So how are you looking at a sort of feedback loop based on your analytics and tracking data that's built into your auction software? Now, of course, we also want the user to be able to quickly take action on items that they're interested in. In this particular auction system, this is a group of items that are within each auction. So then whenever we go into a affiliate, a specific seller, we can see just their auctions. And then we can also go further down and see the items within an auction. Here, this is just a list view, but we can actually see the items within an auction. And so this gives us the ability to filter on additional items here within the auction itself. And we can also, within this, we can go ahead and place a bid. We can see the bid history, we can set a reminder, share, and we can also create a watch list for this, or add this to our watch list rather. So this is a really, really important aspect, of course, of your auction e-commerce software. This can be highly catered depending on your use case. So we've seen some really interesting use cases where someone is going to be selling in an auction a intermodal shipment fulfillment model type of item. So an item that requires really complex shipping. So we may want to actually include that in this process, that we're going to show shipping details during the filtering of the catalog itself. What would the shipping cost be? How long would it take to receive? Those kind of things. We may also want to have, for a really high ticket item type of auction system, we may want to have a catalog system that represents that type of information too. Like, what does someone have to do to pre-qualify for bidding on the item? Maybe show different filters for that, or different iconography as well. And again, it's also possible to cater and adjust based on more premium auction sellers. So this could include advertising or premium listings or gamification, or really just governance, where you're encouraging the top performers who really provide the best customer satisfaction and get the highest ratings and reviews. You can provide them with promoted listings based on that. So we hope this helps you look at some different scenarios for your catalog system for your auction e-commerce software. Next, we're going to talk about a few other things that we think might be helpful for you as you continue on your journey with auction e-commerce software. Thanks for watching this video on auction e-commerce. This is a series of videos, and we want to encourage you that you're welcome to take a look at the additional features and functionalities as you see fit, and may be a good area for you to understand more. You can take a look at the detailed next video in this series by clicking the link that we've provided. We also have a set of links to all of the different videos in a playlist that you can take a look at. We've also compressed the videos into a single overall video. And if you would like, we've put together a free resource guide and checklist on auction e-commerce. One of the other things that we love to do at Clarity is provide you with complimentary guidance with some of our technical experts. So if you're interested in this, we call this a complimentary discovery, and you're welcome to go to our website, link below in the description, and go ahead and get that free complimentary discovery. We just want to say thank you again so much for watching this video and for being fans and subscribers. If you would, we would love it if you would do some auction with the like button, and go ahead and hit the winning bid on the like button. All jokes aside, we really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks again.